Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Manchester United beat Crystal Palace 2-1 at Old Trafford. Casemiro got sent off in the game. Casemiro got sent off for grabbing Will Hughes' throat. Casemiro is suspended. He will miss Man United's next 3 games. Casemiro, don't forget, scored 2 stunning goals in Manchester United's 3-1 win against Reading in the FA Cup. Erik ten Hag hits out at inconsistent refereeing after Casemiro's red card. Bruno Fernandes, he scored a penalty for Manchester United. Don't forget Bruno Fernandes scored in the reverse fixture against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. Marcus Rashford, he scored for Manchester United yet again. He tapped home from Luke Shaw's cross. Rashford now has 19 goals in all competitions this season. Don't forget Rashford got both assists in the 2-0 win against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg at Old Trafford. But Rashford, had good opportunities today, so he could have had more than the 1 goal. Jeffrey Schlupp, he pulled a goal back for Crystal Palace late on. Decore got the assist for that goal. Anthony, he had some opportunities in the game. Anthony's been playing really well recently. Wout Weghorst had a good chance, produced a good save from the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Manchester United do have Wout Weghorst on loan until the end of the season. Don't forget he scored his first goal for the club in the 3-0 win against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Varane, he also had a good opportunity in the game. Crystal Palace, they had their chances as well, and De Gea produced some good saves. Marcel Sabitzer, by the way, came on and made his Manchester United debut. Manchester United have got Marcel Sabitzer on loan until the end of the season. There's no option or obligation to buy. The reason we got Marcel Sabitzer was because of Christian Eriksen's injury blow. Luke Shaw, obviously, he got the assist for Marcus Rashford's goal. Don't forget Luke Shaw's just returned not so long ago because he was out with illness. But reflecting on the win, it's 13 straight home wins for Manchester United. Old Trafford is becoming a fortress again. By the way, there was no Anthony Martial today. He's injured again. Obviously, Eriksen, he's out with an ankle injury until April or early May. As you all know, Van der Beek, he's out for the rest of the season. McTominay, he's been out with a knock as well. So yeah, they're the players that Man United do have missing. Let me put into the equation, Crystal Palace were missing players today. Obviously, there was no Wilfried Zaha. He's out with injury. There was missing James McArthur. They were also missing Tim Anderson. And they were missing Nathan Ferguson. You know, Manchester United did beat Crystal Palace at Old Trafford last season 3-1. It was 1-1 at Selhurst Park earlier on this season. Don't forget, Michael Olise scored a brilliant free kick in stoppage time, so he rescued a point for Crystal Palace. To me, Crystal Palace will finish mid-table. They're an average team. They'll stay up, definitely. Obviously, the Crystal Palace manager is Patrick Vieira. Patrick Vieira got appointed in as the Crystal Palace manager back in July 2021. He's been the Crystal Palace manager for like a year and a half or so now. He's under contract with Crystal Palace until 2024. Vieira was the one that replaced Roy Hodgson. Before, Vieira managed Nice in France, he managed New York City, and managed Man City's under 19s. You know, like I said, Crystal Palace have lost players. They lost Jack Butland to Man United. Butland was our favourite Palace anyway. We've got Butland on loan till the end of the season. The reason we got Butland in on loan is because Dubravka's loan got terminated. Crystal Palace lost Martin Kelly. They lost Andros Townsend quite a few years ago. They lost Christian Benteke, Robert Street. Back in the summer of 2019, they lost Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So they are players that Crystal Palace have lost. But yeah, Manchester United's next game is Leeds. We do play Leeds twice in 4 days. The preview for that game will be coming up tomorrow. Anyway, you know the news regarding Mason Greenwood. He said Mason Greenwood could continue his football career in China if Manchester United sack him. As you all know, Manchester United have launched an internal investigation as charges against Mason Greenwood were dropped. You know, last year, Mason Greenwood faced allegations of attempted rape, controlling behaviour and assault. These allegations came by the same woman. Prior to the game against Palace, Erik ten Hag refused to talk about Mason Greenwood's future, but knows how much of a huge talent he is. So Man United face a huge decision over Mason Greenwood. You know, Greenwood has been a United player since the age of 6. He broke into our senior squad back in 2019. And Greenwood for Man United, he's made 129 appearances and scored 35 goals in all competitions. Don't forget, earlier on today, I gave you the news regarding the Glazers. The Glazer family might not sell Manchester United, but instead accept a minority stake in the club. That's according to Rob Dawson from ESPN. Not so long ago, it said that the Glazers are likely to sell entire shares of the club, and it said the club was aimed to be sold by the summer transfer window. He said the Glazers were demanding around 6 billion and they won't drop the 6 billion asking price. The Glazers have been a massive issue at the club for such a long time. That explains why for such a long time United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned Man United for 17 years. They purchased the club for around 800 million back in 2005. Not so long ago, the January transfer window shut. Man United got 3 players in on loan. We obviously got Sabitzer in on loan, Weghorst in on loan, and Jack Butland in on loan. So we didn't make a permanent signing in January. Revert back to last summer, Ten Hag brought the likes of Terrell Malacia in, Eriksen, Lisandro Martinez, Casemiro, Anton Dubravka. Ten Hag has spent over 200 million as Manchester United manager so far, and he's enjoyed 2 transfer windows as United manager. Ten Hag's also got rid of a lot of players since he come as well. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes, below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very soon.